friends. So today I am going to show you some important things about the Microsoft Excel and Microsoft Word. So let's start. So the first thing you should know, what is data. Data, whatever you are giving to the computer, it can be images, it can be videos, it can be anything. But if we are talking about the Microsoft Excel, so in Microsoft Excel, the first thing we use for the database, okay, and we can create the tables and calculations and many things we perform in this Microsoft application. So a collection of data is called database, okay, and you should remember this Microsoft Excel. We have uh, columns, rows, and cells. These are columns, these are rows, and this is cell. Okay, so each cell has the cell number like this. We are in D5, now F11, now C11, now E18. So each cell has the same cell name. Okay, so after this, uh, we can create the table, how many columns and how many rows we need it. We select it and then we create the table. Okay, uh, data can be any kind of information around us. Okay, so because if you know about the data information, so the things will be clear. Okay, so the next thing, when we create the database, so we need to search, or we need to find, or sometimes we have a lot of data, so we need to find something and replace that. Suppose I have name Abdulaziz 10 times in my database. Okay, database, I told you, it can be like for the class, for the movies, for the games. Okay, like the name of student, class, section, or whatever. Okay, and then we will write all the information here for this. So if we have to search something, so we use Control F. Control F, we can find anything, and from Control H, we can replace any name or any number or whatever we want. Here we write the name, suppose Abdulaziz, and I want to change, if I have 10 Abdulaziz here, and I want to change Abdulaziz into Ahmed, so I will write here Abdulaziz and here Ahmed. So all the Abdulaziz will be changed into Ahmed. Okay, so we can replace anything in our database. Okay, after that, Uh, we have different types of tabs here, and we use for different purpose, as I explained you each and everything. Okay, if we come in Microsoft Word, so I explain you about tabs. What are the tabs? So tabs are basically, you have the a tab button on the keyboard, and tab we use to jump that your cursor make when you press. Means like if you press tab, so your cursor move forward, and you can define your own tabs. And you know the method, how can we make it, and how can we make the leader. And but for this you need the ruler, and you can get the ruler from this view, and there is a ruler. Okay, and when you press tab, suppose I want to define my tab, I go to home and I click here, then I go to the tabs, I click on tabs. Okay, and if I make the leader, or suppose here I set 3 centimeter and it is the leader. Okay, so so click on set, and then when I will press tab, so it's the leader, it's coming with dot, and you can see this L sign here. The short L means it's going right. Okay, tab will go move right, and if it's coming on this side, opposite side, so means the tab is going forward, the left side. Okay, so there are we learned about different types of tabs, so I'm not discussing that one. Okay, uh, and one more thing, tabs helps you give your text a more interesting and professional looks. Okay, and because with tab, suppose you are writing the name, you want to write the name, because first tab I make when I press tab first time, so you can see here. Then suppose email, so I press tab, so like this, it's to give us the professional look. So it's very useful, and if you have any question, so later on you can ask me, but this is you have to do it in the test. Okay. Uh, about the columns, we learned we can go to the layout, and then there is a columns, and you can divide your page into the column. And not only one or not only two, not only three, uh, you can divide whatever you want. Okay. After that, so you can divide your page into one, two, or three columns or whatever you want. So we learned before in the layout you can divide your columns. Okay. After that we learned about the ruler and the tabs. What we did it, and uh, you should know about this because these two things are very important: tabs and columns. You can define your own tab. Okay. So anytime when you want to make a form, or you want to define your own tab, like from the paragraph, home paragraph, and there are tabs, so you can define your own tab here. Okay. And you can control the distance also by setting tab stop. Like if you go there in the paragraph, there you go in the tabs, and this is the tab stop position. Tab stop position means where you want to stop the tab. Okay, and if you are making the leader, so with dot it will stop there. If you want to clear, so you can clear this. So you can control the distance also with the tabs. Okay. Okay, again, if we come in the Excel, so we can use Excel for database, as I told you. Okay, so because like I give you the example, it can be about the movies, it can be about the schools, it can be about the class, or about anything. It's depend on your assignment or your project. Okay, so we use tabs for the distance. Now you know it. And if we need to see the specific record, so I told you in the Excel, if we want to see some specific record, so we go to data and use filter. And from the filter, we can see the specific data. Like I gave you the example. Suppose we have the database, different countries, and I want to see about Saudi Arabia. So I will make filter. I will select the Saudi Arabia, and so all the information is come about the Saudi Arabia. Okay, Control F I told you we use for the find, and Control H if you press, so we use for replace. Okay, so don't forget, because we can use if we press Control F, so you can see find and replace. If you press Control H, so you can see find and replace. But for a specific key of the find, Control F, and for the replace, we have Control H. Okay, so as you know, we can create the table in Microsoft Excel like this. You go there, home, and you can make the borders. Okay, and we will create. Basically, there is a table already, and if you want to make a border on the table, because without border you cannot see um, the lines like this type of border. If you remove this, so the The screen will be like this. Okay, so now you can take the quiz. Thank you.